Y'all ready?
Bounce.
Wow,
thing.
God damn it. Oh my God.
Yeah, things are happening.
Yeah. Well, I have a treat for you at the end too.
What is it?
I can't tell you.
Oh my God.
It's a surprise.
Ooh, like a physical treat?
No, like a fun creative endeavor. No, not really. It's stupid. It's
okay.
It's a poem.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
You wrote a poem?
A Halloween poem. Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
That's fun. It's like our
Christmas poems.
Yes, our Sinterklaas poems.
Sinterklaas.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know we were doing this. Maybe I'll try and make you one up on the spot.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Hi, what's
Hi.
up, dudes? It's Erin.
And Nicole.
Welcome to Dude That's Fucked Up.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Haven't done a whoop whoop in a while.
They feel good. I do.
Ooh.
I like type them a lot, and then in my head I'm like whoop whoop.
I know, it's so fun. It feels real good.
It does.
I think we're like becoming.
We're like verging on juggalette.
Yeah. A couple of lets over here.
Let it be. You know what I mean?
Let it be.
Let it be.
You guys, how's everybody doing out there?
Oh my gosh! Happy Halloween!
I think it will be.
It'll be the 30th.
Yeah, close enough.
Fucking Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve.
Yeah. All Hallows Eve is Halloween Hallows Eve.
Yeah.
So it's the Eve.
Whatever.
We got that short, tight haircut. We're wearing pleather. We're Eve from the 2000s. Oh. You're like, where's this going?
I didn't know where it was
All
going.
I was thinking of, give me my, it's only been a year. Now I've got my foot through the door, and I ain't going nowhere. It took a while to get me here, but I'm gonna take my time. Don't fight that good shit in your ear. Now let me blow your mind.
I
thought it was...
Don't wake the mime.
No, I thought it was, I'm going to waste your time.
Oh, maybe it is.
No, I don't think it is. I think it is, I'm going to take my time.
She's not trying to waste anybody's time.
No, she's taking her time.
she
it might waste your time, but she doesn't give a fuck.
She doesn't have time to waste your time, bitch. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Well, yes, this is not a singing podcast as much as we have been making the past. I mean, singing is a really loose term.
Oh, my God.
We sang so much in the last episode. So.
Honestly, I thought there would be more commentary on that. No one said anything. It kind of hurt my feelings.
Somebody posted some Pollicle videos and stuff.
Oh, I think I missed that.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I missed that. Oh, that's good.
Sang a lot of Pollicle.
Did anyone look up what she looks like now? Because she is serving some time daily realness. Her hair is like the perfect color, white and gray.
Oh, my God.
And she's just embracing aging in a way that you do not see anymore, and I really appreciate it, and she's still very beautiful.
Oh, she still has those, like, fucking cheekbones, like a cut glass. Like, she's just...
Love it.
She's obviously living her best life, and Lilith bless.
Lilith bless her.
Yeah.
Praise Lilith.
Praise Lilith. Let's see, any business?
I would say, it's always the same every week. I would say to change things up, keep it fresh, keep it high and tight.
High and tight.
I would say...
Whoop, whoop. High and tight.
Maybe that's our new whoop whoop.
Yeah.
High and tight.
High and tight.
I would say share your favorite episode with a friend. Maybe your favorite recent episode. And don't let them start at the beginning. They can go back later if they'd like.
Yeah, this doesn't need to go in order. But, like, I know a lot of people like to do that just to get the evolution of the podcast, which
Totes.
I
mean,
I haven't even done that, so... I listen to everything in real time for edits, and then I'm like, okay, well.
Well, yeah, we don't need to listen back. Although it does make me happy. Oh, my God. Okay, this is business. Did you see that there's that out of context Twitter that got started?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
It's like a fan account.
Somebody made a Twitter account for us.
I'm so excited because I'm just going to retweet that shit as our social media strategy. And then we're on social medias doing things.
Great.
But we're not even doing it. It's great.
Thank you to the beautiful soul who did that.
Oh, my gosh. We don't know if they want a shout out or not. I don't think they put their name on the Twitter. They
didn't.
announced it in the Facebook group, but that's private.
It exists, so
exists.
You can follow that on Twitter now.
I think it's at DTFU Podcast OOC.
Yeah.
Or is it at DTFUOOC?
Maybe. Who knows?
I'll cut the one that's wrong.
Okay.
Or or not.
Or
Check out for both of those.
Yeah.
We don't know. We might be busy by then. Yeah, I think it's very fun, and I'm very excited. And also, it makes me laugh, and also it horrifies me because I'm like, oh no.
Oh no, I said that. Yeah. Oh shit.
Especially the last episode because we were I was toasty.
I was hungover the next day.
Oh yeah.
We drank so much wine, but it was worth it.
It was worth it.
It was a good time.
It was a great time and very fun.
It was like that thing of when you have wine mouth and you're sweaty because you're laughing so hard. That was the vibe.
Yeah, sweaty wine mouth.
Yeah, it's rough. So yeah, that's the biz. Go to the website dtfupodcast.com.
You know it.
Always. Anything fucked up for you this week?
Okay, I have 2 things.
Ooh, spill it.
I might just go with one, but we'll see. I'm like getting to know my coworkers. And which is fun. They're all very nice.
Yeah.
You know, like the first day I was like, oh,
Yeah.
no one's talking to me, but it's like new school.
Of course, yeah.
Type, like first day at school, you're the new kid.
It takes a while.
It takes a while. Also, I surprisingly take a while to open up. Like I'm not like when I'm first meeting people, I'm not how I am with you, you know. It takes me a little bit.
Or all these people that we are talking at right now that don't know.
But like if I met these people in person, I would be like, oh hi.
I'm the same. I'm the same, yeah.
Which they would be like, who is this?
Yeah.
You're not that's not you. You're not the one who talks about buttholes, you know?
Yeah.
So we've all like been sharing and stuff. And also I use my time at work to like be funny and get attention. No surprise there. So like we've just been all talking a lot. Yesterday it was revealed that there is a viral star among us.
What? How?
Okay, do you remember, I want to call her baby Jessica, but that's the girl who fell in the well.
No.
Not a funny thing, but also a funny mix-up, maybe. But no, it was not the tragic tale of baby Jessica. No. I think she's probably in her 40s now or so, or maybe close. She's probably our age.
Yeah.
Yeah. But her name is Jessica, and she was a viral video star. She was this little girl who stood in front of a mirror. She had like blonde curls. This was like circa 2010.
Okay.
And she was like talking herself up. It was like one of those videos.
Yeah.
And she's like, I love my mom, and I love my dad, and I love my Allisons, and I love my friends, and I love my sister.
Teacher. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's her.
What?
And we were like, what the hell? And it was like this whole rabbit hole we went down for like an hour. And it was very funny. She's like, we were like, you could have gone on Ellen, all this stuff. She's like, oh yeah, I was supposed to go on the Jimmy Kimmel show, but I got bumped that night for this kid, something Grayson or something.
The yodeler kid?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
I thought it was my first thought too.
I mean, Grayson's just such a yodely name.
Yeah. Or it's like Grayson Chase or something. It's like some Justin Bieber wannabe bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she got bumped. But anyway, she like made some money from it, from like merch and stuff. There's like merch of her. Like people still will like talk to her about it. I don't know if they recognize her because she was like a baby child.
Yeah.
But
dude, that's crazy to think that she's an adult now.
I know.
That's weird.
Well, she wasn't that age in 2010. She was in middle school. Oh. It was like recorded.
Oh,
like
and it was just posted on the
late
internet.
90s or something.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, wait, how does she work now?
No, yeah. She's older than that.
I see.
But she's not that old. You know, she's very young.
Yeah, she's like in her early 20s.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, so then I was freaking out, and then we like read this article on like Refinery 29 about her, like an interview she did. Aww. And it was just very weird that like, oh yeah, these people like live out in the world now.
Yeah. They're just trying to live their lives and make money.
Yeah. But they didn't, but like she could have made so much money.
I just mean like at a normal job.
Oh, yeah.
Make money at a normal job.
Well, I was talking to her because I was like, my first question was like, did you get like an agent? Like what happened? Did you like parlay this into money? And she was like, no, I should have. Like, I think she made money from like merch or something.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure. I'll have to ask.
It's hard when you're like, I mean, it's like, how do you capitalize on the like insane viral culture?
Yeah.
And it's like, as a parent, like, do you want to capitalize on it or not? Like, it probably feels really icky.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I would like to have my child's college paid for.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, maybe it was too. I'm going to ask her. I don't have like so much, but it's funny because like I guess her like they still own the house and her mom was like leasing it to people or something. You know, they like own it and lease it out, and they were like giving tours to people like potential leasees, renters, and they would like walk into the bathroom and be like, she was like, yeah, my mom would be like, you may recognize this bathroom.
She like has like a red
velvet rope.
Yeah. Like it's a museum.
Yeah, there's like just a screen next to the opening of the door with like the video constantly on loop with like the number of views because it got like literal tens of millions.
That's
like
so crazy.
Maybe hundreds of millions, but
amazing.
That's wild.
Yeah, what a weird thing to think about.
I know.
Well, that's interesting, and
Yeah.
that's very. I mean, she sounds like a totally normal and well-adjusted person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being
Oh,
a
she's
viral-
not fucked up. I
Okay,
should
that's good.
be clear.
That's good.
She's very cool, but like
Well, I mean, obviously, like she was.
it's wild.
Raised by a really nice mom and dad who
Yeah.
were you know,
Parents. Yeah.
who were giving her great self-esteem
Oh
from
my
a
God.
very young age. So.
I was like, are you still that confident? And she's like, yeah, I think so. I was like,
good for you.
so good.
I love it.
I know.
Aw.
So, baby Jessica, not the well one, is I work with her. So
That's so cool.
look up her video, give it more views, buy a
Yes.
t-shirt,
Yeah.
buy a coffee mug.
Make that your like, you know, intention and mantra for
Yeah.
the day.
Oh my God, listen to it, repeat her words in the mirror
Yeah.
to suit you
Yeah.
and get your day started confidently.
It's like a opposite Bloody Mary.
You're like summoning the confidence to
Yeah.
take on the day instead of summoning like a demon, lady.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Ooh.
Bitch, what do you want? I was trying to get my nails done. Oh my God.
It's that time of the month. I don't want to be here, goddammit.
It's always that time of the month for me.
I'm Bloody Mary. What do you think it's about? It's my fucking vag. It's bleeding all the time.
I free bleed. Suck it.
Suck my bloody taint.
Oh my God. Fuck.
Do you have a fucked up thing this week?
Nope.
Cool.
Let's just talk about more spooky stuff.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Ugh, you guys. This is gonna be like a nostalgia kind of episode, maybe a little bit. Like
Yeah.
Talking about we just wanted to keep it open ended and kind of loose this episode because like the spirit world, the veil between the spirit world is coming down.
It's prime time for sex ghosting.
Yeah, like you're gonna get that ghost dick maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so we're just keeping it loose, keeping it light.
Yeah.
Letting the veil flutter. I don't know. Is that weird? It's weird.
It's like that.
Like
just
letting your flaps flutter. Your ghost flaps.
Oh my God. What do you think ghost flaps smell like? That's for sure. Like I know what they sound like.
I want to say like mothballs, maybe.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking pineapple. I don't know why. It might be because you're in yellow.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, like a pina colada type.
Yeah. Like a wafting. Like that's a thing that happens like in hauntings. Is like you get like a
smell.
A smell sometimes. So that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, we're gonna talk about stuff that scared the shit out of us as kids.
Yeah.
And like what kind of scares us now, and we got a couple treats for you.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah,
let's do it.
I'm gonna tell you a whole story of like it's kind of an urban legend type thing.
And this is something that scares you, or something that kind of like makes you feel uneasy, or
no. As a kid, I was like freaked out by it.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
yeah.
Okay, so like to start, listen here, my parents. They're great. They're the best parents of all time, and
I mean,
and growing
for you,
for me.
If my mom's listening.
Oh well, I mean they're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, totes.
So, growing up, I think in the 80s especially, like I think our parents were just like, you know what, I'm just trying to get through the day. And everybody
Mhm.
is. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what, decade you were born in. That's just the general feeling, I think, for every parent.
Mhm.
So my parents didn't really do too much to protect me from, not protect me, but like
No, they
shelter from scary stuff.
Well, I think our parents are of the generation where it's like, you know what? Some shit's gonna happen. You
Yeah.
might get hurt, but you need to like figure some stuff out for yourselves.
Yeah.
You know, like they wanted us to be
Like, yeah, like
independent.
ready and independent,
Yeah.
and not to be like scaredy cats or whatever, which maybe that wasn't even the intention. Maybe they just were like, oh fuck, like they're already watching this scary movie
Right.
on TV, whatever.
Or because it's like, oh, I'm gonna turn this off. It's too scary, and you're like, no.
And they're like, all right, whatever.
They're like, oh God, okay.
My mom's like, I'm just trying to make dinner in the
Yeah.
next room.
Yeah.
Whatever. I just remember though, growing up, my parent they were actively like telling us scary stories and letting us watch like Night of the Living Dead and Child's Play,
Yeah.
and and the Leprechaun. Like there's titties in that movie, which
Jennifer Aniston's titties or someone else's?
I think someone else's.
Yeah.
It was like maybe Leprechaun 2 or 3 or something.
I'm
the Leprechaun from Wayne's World. Yeah, I always think of that too. I always think of that too. But you know what I mean, though. Like,
Yeah.
I think my parents were just like, yes, we're gonna accidentally traumatize you a little bit. So I remember watching like lots of scary movies as a kid, and I would ask people like later in life, like, oh, didn't you like grow up watching this movie? And they're like, no, I can't even watch that movie now. So like, I just think maybe my parents were of a, I don't know.
They liked spooky things.
They liked-
They
they're-
wanted you to like them.
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
spooky stuff, and I just think of too nowadays, like kind of all this stuff that people get freaked out about, like exposing their kid. Like people don't even let their kids even look at a TV screen.
Look,
So
people are way too invested in their children's lives, I feel like that all that Felicity Huffman shit. She was like released from prison today. Who the fuck cares? Like your kid, by this point, if they're not getting into that school, they're not getting in. Like just let them be an adult and grow into the human they're gonna be. Like you stop holding their fucking hand.
well, and how sad like I think in a lot of cases these kids didn't even know that their parents
Yeah.
were doing this, and they just thought they were
It's like too much.
They were cruising into life and being
Right.
like, oh, I did this.
I'm incapable. Yeah.
I accomplished this thing. When
No, they didn't.
When
And
they
that's
didn't.
gonna cause some problems.
That's fucked up.
Psychologically, I think.
Well.
Yeah. Anyway, but
yeah. So I think my parents exposing me to like real, like not even just scary movies, but like real stuff that can be scary.
Like what?
Like being in the woods.
Oh,
Like we would go camping and fishing a lot even when I was a baby.
Yeah.
So one of the first things that ever traumatized me was my dad taking me fishing, and I like I was like quote unquote fishing, and I caught a fish, and like watching him.
why was it in quotes?
Well, because I didn't, he was doing the heavy lifting of the
Because I'm like, were you just sitting there with the pole? Because that is fishing.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. But like he reeled it in. And stuff,
okay.
And so I guess he told me this story recently where he said, reeled in the fish, and he like you get the pliers and you pull out the hook from the fish's mouth, and then he gutted it.
Yeah.
And he said later that night I woke up screaming and clawing at my face.
Oh my God.
And just like full blown nightmare because like clawing at my mouth because it was
The
obvious
hook.
that I was dreaming that I was the fish with
Oh
the hook
my
in its mouth.
God.
Yeah. How fucking sad is that?
That's so sad, but also like not like
But
it's not like they were trying to
No.
scare you or like or even thought that it would be that traumatic.
No. So that was the thing.
Oh
He was
my
like,
God.
I did not even think that would permeate into
Yeah.
your mind like that. But it obviously didn't. He's like, I have never felt so bad since like then or since.
Oh
about,
my God.
Yeah, he was like it hurt my heart. I was just like, oh.
Aw.
But yeah, so I think a lot of stuff is unintentional. I don't think like my parents were trying to traumatize me.
No. Oh my God, no.
But I will say it made
Till
me
your teens.
yeah. Well,
I'm just kidding.
and I talked about this in one of our Patreon episodes. My brother got lost in the desert after watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
And a couple days later, my dad came into the house with a chainsaw, like fully, and me and my brother were just sitting on the couch watching TV,
Oh
and
my God.
it was horrifying / hilarious.
Who laughed? Did you and your mom laugh, and then your brother was horrified, or
We all laughed.
Oh, good. That's
I mean,
good.
we at first were like, ah, but then we were like, oh my fucking God. Our dad is so funny. So yeah, we had a very fun upbringing, and there was lots of scary, spooky stuff, and all that is to say, I feel like it's made me the person it's informed a lot of my sensibilities today. I don't get scared of that many things. Like when things scare me, like irrationally, I can like sit in it and be like, oh, this is scary, but you know what? What's the worst that's going to happen? Like, is a ghost going to come get me? No, because ghosts aren't real. The things that do scare me are actual real things, like
global warming.
Serial killers.
Yes, yeah.
And so, I don't know. That's
Just being overpowered in the dark by another human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
I think stuff that scared me as a kid, obviously the dark.
Yeah.
Dark water. Like, not being able to see the bottom of something. But otherwise, I don't remember there being a specific thing that really freaked me the fuck out.
I remember things that were little kid things. Like, I was really scared of the kid catcher in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Like, I would
shit's fucked up.
That's fucked up. And I would like run out of the room, but like I was very young, maybe like 4 or 5, and then I quickly got over that.
But you remember it.
I remember being
scared of it.
being traumatic. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I can scare myself pretty easily. Like, oh, I know what I was scared of. This was a little bit later. I was definitely scared of mirrors for a long time because of
Bloody Mary.
No, Are You Afraid of the Dark did an episode that was really creepy, and I like had the hardest time going to the bathroom in the dark. Sometimes I still scare myself when I'm like in front of the mirror.
I still open the if there's like a shower curtain, I'll always just open the shower curtain.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
When you go into the bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Isn't that wild?
You know what like reignited that like fear for me was
What?
American Horror Story, the pig man thing.
I don't remember that.
It was
Which season?
The first season.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Where what's the actor's name who's on Modern Family? But he like
Which one?
the
Ty Burrell? No. Eric Stone Street?
Yes.
Okay.
And
he's like the chubby. He plays like the chubby husband.
And he's in the bathroom and he's like, "Here, piggy, pig, pig, pig," and then a pig guy comes out.
Oh yeah!
Remember that?
My God!
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God!
Yeah.
Dude, how's this season? Are you watching it? I heard it's not that great.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
But I don't care. I love all the fucking creepy, campy silliness of American Horror Stories.
True.
But yeah. Anyway, so.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's just stuff where I'm like, you know what? I'll just walk around my house with a baseball bat. It's okay.
Yeah, I need one. Actually, I keep thinking, oh, I should buy one. Just because, like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not trying to shoot somebody. I'm trying to bludgeon them to death.
Right. Yeah, totally. Or just, like, surprise them and run. You know, it's like, even if you throw it at them or whatever.
That's what I have my axe for.
Wait, where is it? In your bedroom?
We haven't hung it up anywhere yet.
Oh, it's in a box.
It's in a,
Yeah. That's good.
It's under the bed.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think I had, like, a lot of scary dreams as a kid. I think I just had, like, too vivid of them. Yeah, it was too much. But, like, movies and stuff, I don't know. I don't think. I think I got scared by all the things you kind of get scared at.
But did your parents let you watch this
Yeah.
stuff?
My
Yeah.
parents didn't,
Yeah.
which is like totally, completely the opposite of me and Pete.
Uh-huh.
Pete's parents didn't let him watch anything. Like, they
Uh-huh.
watched like a couple musicals and like maybe things that were on PBS.
Mm-hmm.
But like, they didn't rent movies. They didn't like, they weren't really allowed to watch a lot of stuff. My parents didn't care.
Yeah.
Like, they made me leave the room maybe once or twice because of like a sex scene, and it was like hardcore.
Yeah.
And I think they were just uncomfortable with me sitting there with them.
Yeah, they're like, this is weird.
Yeah, like, you're probably too young to watch this, and also I feel uncomfortable, so please leave. But and
Yeah.
it was Jerry Maguire.
What hardcore sex?
It's like right in the beginning, like he's like dating someone. They end up breaking up. But it's not Renee Zellweger. It's
Yeah,
like his
yeah,
other
yeah.
girlfriend. And I was like, my mom's like, there was like another, we were all like watching it with another family too. So, and the parents were like, okay, you kids need to leave the room. And my mom's like, yeah, leave the room. So maybe she would have let me watch it. But
Yeah.
I was allowed to watch whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Like, we rented like Bram Stoker. Everything was kind of sexual. We rented Bram Stoker's Dracula for like a party I had.
Yeah, and
we watched it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is making me tingly.
Any vampire anything is always sexual.
Yeah, we covered that last week too. Maybe that's why I think vampires are sexier than ghosts, because like they're already sexual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and the entire like trope of possessing somebody in that like way is,
And like sucking their neck.
yeah,
and they're like
and physically like
sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just also remember my parents not letting us watch MTV, which is very confusing now. Like, they let us watch scary movies, but not MTV. I don't know I don't know.
It's so weird. It's like, yeah, you don't want your kids growing up too fast, but also I feel like I watched a lot of that stuff and I turned out pretty normal, and I actually like waited a long time to like
Yeah.
do all my bad stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but it like, I don't, it like satiates that in a way, maybe. You know, it's like,
But then it also like activates that part of your brain
That's
too,
true.
where you're
But
like,
that's
oh,
gonna
this
be
is a possibility.
but that gets activated
Sure.
anyway, because you just like start to recognize that like those feelings, and that's what this means or whatever.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, the fact that that ceramic scene in Ghost was like a sex metaphor, I didn't know that till I was 30 years old. Beeping that out.
So what scares you now?
Huh. I don't know.
Like, irrationally scary.
I think like getting into like a horrible car accident, maybe.
That's not irrational. That's like,
oh, really?
That's
I think
that's
all
a
my
thing.
fears are pretty rational.
Yeah.
I don't really have, although I did wake up in a sweat the other night, panicking, thinking about how I let a doctor cut my face off, like for my surgery.
Yeah.
It's already done and it's
Yeah.
fine and everything's fine for the most part. But it's like, I like woke up and was like, why did I do that?
Oh.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And how is like, I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe I have like irrational feelings about things sometimes, but like, I don't sit around thinking
Like,
about
dwelling.
scary things.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think.
Because it's overwhelming if you let
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
What's your? Well, you have a baby now, and I feel like
Oh my
that's
God.
like
That's like
a
a
whole
whole other
different-
thing. But
yeah.
I mean for myself personally,
Yeah.
I still am very afraid of dark water.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like we grew up on a lake.
Yeah.
And it's one of the deepest man-made lakes in like all of the United States, I think.
Oh, wow.
One of them, not the.
Yeah.
So and it was a valley that was filled with water.
Oh.
So there's like all kinds of shit underneath the water. Like there's
Isn't
like
there like a train down there? Or
yeah,
something?
there's like a full-on train with train tracks and stuff,
Yeah.
and like a little town and stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. So when we first moved there, and got invited to like go swimming in the lake at some point eventually when we made friends and had friends with docks and whatnot. The first time I went to the lake, I was completely freaked out, and I refused to go in the water because it was like so dark and deep, and I just was like, no, I'm literally fine. I'm not going to go in the water.
Oh my God.
It took me, I think, like a year until I actually like tried swimming in the lake.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I mean, you watch fucking like any kind of horror movie
Yeah.
where there's water involved and there's always somebody getting pulled under and
Mm-hmm.
drowned or eaten by something. So
Also, that lake is like gross. I like, first of all, we have so many friends that shit in it. Second,
do we? Oh, yeah.
second, though there's a lot of lake weed and they like try and clear it out, but I don't think they do it enough. And like that's scary because you could get tangled in it pretty easily and then you're done. Like you just can't, like the harder you try to get out, the more you get like it's like a net or something. And there's so much silt on the bottom too. Like it's just kind of freaky. I don't know. Yeah, I liked swimming in it, and then I got to a point where I was like aware of how scary it was, and then I was like, oh, I'm good.
Well, that's the thing. It's like things that didn't scare you before as an adult. Now you're just like, okay, that kind of freaks me out.
Like the
'Cause,
ocean,
like yeah, like
an undertow.
the things that you did you when you're like ignorance is bliss. When
Yeah.
you're unknowledgeable about the world.
Yeah.
Then it's not
I
as scary.
know. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, it sucks.
I feel like I'm way more of a wiener now than I was when I was like younger. But you also like you realize like, oh, I'm not immortal and
Yeah.
bad things happen all the time for no reason.
Yeah. Is there anything like any story or unsolved mystery that scares you?
Yes.
Oh, what is it?
Ooh, okay, this is my moment.
Oh boy, time to shine.
Okay, I feel like this is also this is something everybody knows about, especially if you were a kid in the 90s and 2000s.
Okay.
So that's like probably everyone listening.
Yeah.
And you were definitely aware of it. But how aware were you and how much did you know about this urban legend, let's say? Let's call it an urban legend. We don't know.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this first part, I'm going to read to you like a story.
Oh boy.
Long ago, in the early days of the 1990s, when Jankos were just a spark of an idea in the marijuana-laced brain of a skater punk, and we hadn't yet seen or heard of a cronut or tasted a Doritos Loco Taco, there lived an urban legend in plain sight. Whoa. It was so out in the open, spoopy. It scared children and their mothers in the aisles of supermarkets and grown businessmen in Hudson newsstands in every airport across America.
Oh my god.
It was Bat Boy.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. That's so
I just showed Erin a picture. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I had no idea about this, but I always wanted to I always wanted to buy one of these tabloids and like read about it because like I loved true crime as a teenager. I loved reading like Dracula books, whatever. But I never did because
it's like a baby Nosferatu.
Yes, it's a baby Nosferatu. That's exactly what he looks like.
Mm-hmm. He still has like a little bit of baby chub. It's kind of cute, but then he has like these weird sharp teeth and insanely large eyes and creepy ears.
I would say exactly. I would say he has the teeth of Ronald DeChico, aka Beldar Conehead. He has the
DeChico. The name is DeChico.
It's DeChico. Oh my god. What have you done to your cone?
Maintain low tones. Remove the decal. The decal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. That's what the teeth look like.
Mm-hmm.
The eyelashes of a Real Housewife of who cares? Doesn't matter. They're long ass eyelashes.
Very nice.
The gullet of Mario Batali.
Oh my god.
And the ears of well, I guess a bat.
Yeah.
But like a human version of bat ears.
Yeah.
Or like an elfin type
like
person.
Elfin pointy ears.
Yeah. Okay, so
and they're bald too.
Oh, and he's bald.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they are
There
bald.
could be a ponytail back there. We don't know. From this
I really hope
perspective.
there is. If you're a longtime listener and you pay attention, we call that a cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm. A bald head with a ponytail. But a cute. This little bat boy has a cute little nose.
Cute. You could see there's cute feet. You could see maybe he's a good-looking bat boy.
Yeah, yeah.
For his situation,
Yeah.
he's like a sweet, attractive little
He's a bat boy.
bat boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so on June 23rd, 1992, in Pendleton County, West Virginia, shout out to the Flannels.
Mm-hmm.
The county was put on the map when the tabloid Weekly World News published the headline, along with the disturbing picture that we're looking at, Bat Boy Found in West Virginia Cave.
Okay.
1992. So, Bat Boy had been found 2 miles underground in a quote-unquote hellhole cave by a man named Dr. Ron Dillon. First of all, Ron Dillon sounds like a porn name.
Yeah.
Dr. Ron Dillon.
Oh, Ron's Dylan some
Dick.
Some dick.
Ron's Dillon that dick.
He's got a doctorate in Dylan that dick.
PhD. He put the
Pretty
D in
huge
PhD.
dick.
Dr. Ron Dillon, PhD. Dick. Dick. Oh my god. A second, hellhole cave is a bit on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Hellhole cave, and you found a bat boy in it. All right.
Convenient,
but I'll take it. And then also the picture is just kind of a floating head.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it must have been really dark down there because you don't see any of his body. He's just like a head. You don't see his like bat body. So like the flash must have just picked up his head. But also, I don't know that we ever do see his body.
Yeah. In the tabloids, I feel like that this is the only picture where it's like kind of a
it's always the
disembodied head.
Yeah.
But like you can tell there maybe is like a body.
Like a bat, and it's probably batty.
But we don't know what that body looks like.
Yeah.
It's always just the face.
Is it winged?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
This baby who maybe is just a floating head. Oh no, he's not even a baby. But Ron Dillon plucked Bat Boy out of his hell cave and brought him up to the civilized world. So he was like,
what a nice person.
I guess, but it's like, yeah, it's like leave him be. You're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
I only got that halfway through.
Got it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't being very like, yeah.
Yeah, it was very rude. And he looks like a baby in this photo, I feel like, because he's bald, maybe. And also, like, you can't really tell. I guess he has teeth, though. Maybe a toddler.
But it's the eyes, I think.
That look like a baby?
Yeah, because the eyes are big.
And the eyelashes.
And it's just like, okay, this is a baby. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he was reportedly 10 years old. But this brings me to...
How did they find his birth certificate down in that fucking cave? Like what?
Great question.
Did they read his fucking tree rings in his teeth? Like what are they talking about?
Well, I think he somehow, even though he lived 2 miles underground and they somehow found him... What are you doing 2 miles underground, Dr.
Are you spelunking?
Dick? Spelunking?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he does in his free time.
Yeah.
To like relax,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't know.
But they found this kid. Maybe he talks. Maybe he was like, I'm 10 years old. And they were like, okay. I'm 10 years old. I'm Bat Boy. Or is he like the Christian Bale of Bat Boys? And he's like, I'm 10 years old.
I'm 10 years old. That's literally his fucking accent. I'm Bat Boy. I'm 10 years old.
What are you lot doing down here? It's 2 miles underground. That's maybe Australian.
Yeah.
But this does serve as a PSA. Wear sunscreen. Stay out of the direct sunlight because this 10-year-old looks 2 years old. You know what I mean? Like, he has not aged a day.
I mean, or just live 2 miles underground.
Or live 2 miles underground. Drink the water from deep underground.
Get that mineral water. It's filtering through all the rocks.
It's the minerals. Put it on your face.
Put it on your face.
Oh my God. Do a mud mask?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Stalactites, stalagmites. They're all down there for your, youth you're in that salt that, like when you go to the spa, you got that salt cave. You get
Yeah.
that like detox situation.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
Or maybe it's genetics and we're like all just trying to grasp something we can't even get. You know?
We don't have that bat boy skin.
We don't have that bad boy. So okay.
Oh, also, by the way, this isn't like a bat boy for like the Washington Nationals. Like this is like this is
Oh, right.
like the
We
animal
should clear
bat.
that up.
I don't know if you guys caught that by
Yeah.
now.
Well, we didn't describe him wearing pantaloons and
And bringing a new bat for the person that's on deck. No.
yeah. Okay, Dr. Ron very quickly figured out that this kid was a handful, and he loved doing hood bat stuff, like stealing his grandma's car, because he reportedly stole someone's car. I don't know if it was his grandma, but he was out there doing stuff that he shouldn't have been doing, acting a little crazy, acting a little naughty. But also, on the other hand, very confusing. He also loved helping people in danger, which we would later learn through headlines throughout the 90s and 2000s.
Okay.
So he was really a conundrum. On the one hand, he's doing bad stuff. On the other hand, he's helping save lives, according to the Weekly World News. So
Contains multitudes, really.
you know what? We're all layers. There is no black and white. Everyone's a gray area. You know what I mean? So you'd think that finding a feral half bat, half boy in the caves of West Virginia would like definitely be covered by every paper and news outlet in the fucking world, I would think. I mean, this isn't just a US story. This is like world news.
Yeah, Weekly World News.
It's weekly world news. But no, because Bat Boy only liked talking to the reporters at the Weekly World News.
Oh, they got the scoop, huh?
They got the scoop. They had the fucking exclusive.
Exclusive.
They were like, excuse me, no photos. This is our, they're like fucking handling his PR and shit.
Right,
They're like,
right.
you're going to love this guy, but you're not going to be able to talk to him unless you go through us.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
good for them.
And luckily they became, Bat Boy like befriended this whole Weekly World News because we learned so much. First of all, we got the exclusive that his mom, Susan, fucked a bat 'cause she was a human. So the only explanation for him being a bat boy, his daddy's a bat.
Was Susan down in the cave with him, or did she tell?
I don't know where they
Dr.
fucked or like when or the specifics of it.
But like how, like she was just like, all right, I had this bat baby, I'm gonna stick him in a cave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he was born. Maybe she was like, maybe she really regretted fucking a bat when he was born because she's like, oh fuck, this baby's half a bat, and then was like, ugh, and found this hell cave, put him down there, was like, he'll be with his people.
Yeah.
I can't help him or whatever. I don't know. We don't know her struggles, but
yeah. Sounds like there's a lot of plot holes though.
There's
Weekly World News.
I mean, yeah, the plot of this looks like Swiss cheese. But that's what we found out. Also, was he a full-size bat or a regular-size bat that she was fucking? Like, also,
How does that work?
Was he a Dracula that was like?
That's what I'm thinking.
And like, instead of having a vampire baby, it like took only the part of the vampire that turns into a bat.
Yeah.
And then that's how it manifested.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? I'm not a scientist and I don't know about genealogy or DNA or what happens.
Yeah,
but it all sounds right.
Yeah.
He had ancestors on the Mayflower, so like he's like,
why does that matter?
because
he's very American.
Yeah, then he's like super American. He is a founding bat.
One of the original colonizers of this country.
Well, to be fair, we don't know if his lineage is the human side on the Mayflower or the bat side on the Mayflower. So we don't know. He could have been from one of the bats, and then they didn't do anything. They just came here,
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Also, his IQ was off the charts for his breed. It said specifically.
That is rude.
Oh no, off the charts in a good way.
No, I know.
Oh.
He's part human, though.
I know, but I think for like his...
Is this like a genus of creature that exists?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay, Weekly World News.
He also liked to drink human blood, but through a crazy straw. Kids, am I right?
Is that real?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not real, but
don't give it away yet.
Is this really written in the Weekly World News?
Yeah, crazy straw.
Oh.
But that's a kid thing. Also, we should bring crazy straws back since we're trying to like not use plastic straws.
Right?
Because they're fun.
Yeah.
And also you could bend them away and like and they could like be stored smaller.
Oh.
And then a hard metal straw, which actually maybe this is irrational or rational, but speaking of things I'm afraid of, impaling myself on a metal straw.
Like walking around.
No, like drinking out of it and just like someone pushes me from behind or something and I like it fucking just goes through my brain.
Well, that won't happen, but
we don't know.
One time when I was a kid, this is a real quick sidebar. I was next door playing with our neighbors, and you remember the Tinker toys, like those like wooden toys, and you like stick.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like a wheel and like lots of sticks, and you make like an engineering toy. Yeah.
She had a Tinker toy in her mouth, and she jumped off the couch, and it went through the roof of her mouth. Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it can happen.
Yeah. But she didn't like die or anything.
She didn't, but like, doesn't mean you can't. That's like one of those fucked up things that it was like in the opening to 6 Feet Under, which just thinking about it gave a chill up my back. That show was so good, but I couldn't watch the first 5 minutes every episode because it was always something you're like, oh, they're going to get hit by this car. And then they don't get hit by the car. They fucking like fall into something scary or whatever. That was scary because it was like, I'm always thinking about the myriad of ways I can die. Yeah. And maybe that's what I'm scared of, but that's also, people are scared of that in general. But
totally.
Okay, but let's learn more about Bat Boy.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. So we talked about the blood and the crazy straw. Throughout the late 90s and early 2000s, he lived. He met Elvis.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah. He tried to run for president. He announced that he was running for president legitimately.
I mean, anything's possible now. He could still come back and try.
Oh my God. Can I also tell you he even dated Jennifer Lopez, the J-Lo.
Okay.
So at that point, he was clearly not a Bat Boy, but a Batman. And I would like to hope, I don't know when exactly they dated, but I'm hoping that it was right after Ben Affleck when J-Lo was like super into the early aughts fashion.
And ironically, Ben Affleck became Batman.
Whoa. Is Ben Affleck Bat Boy? Oh my God, it's like making so much sense.
It's Illuminati.
Oh my God. Bat Boy with the Phoenix tattoo.
Think about it. When did we first see Ben Affleck and Matt Damon? In the late 90s.
Yeah, but I think maybe he was too old at that point.
Maybe.
We don't know. Or maybe or maybe not. Maybe Bat Boy wasn't 10 years old. Maybe he was like 15. He hit puberty and then did Good Will Hunting.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. But also, like, I think it would be fun if Bat Boy wasn't Ben Affleck and had dated Jennifer Lopez, like, in that era. Because I think he would look very cute in an Angora Kangol hat. Which she would have definitely made him wear with a turtleneck.
Yeah.
A cream ribbed turtleneck.
Yeah.
So this would have been like right in between Ben Affleck and that backup dancer she married, Chris something.
Yeah.
Anyway. Eventually, now at this point he's a man, clearly. He joined a death metal band, which I feel like is definitely on Bat Boy brand.
Totally on brand.
Way more than like running for president, which obviously he didn't win.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if he made it to the primaries because I didn't ever see him on TV.
No. Didn't make it to the debate stage.
Yeah, but he did endorse Obama.
Oh.
For the 2008 election.
Great.
But then he endorsed him, and then sadly in 2007 we didn't hear much after that because the Weekly World News folded in 2007, and so I guess he didn't befriend any other publications.
And he just faded into the sunset.
He faded Yeah, into the sunset.
He
Yeah, because
flew
he's a
off
bat.
into the sunset.
Yeah, into the twilight.
Mm.
So,
Wow, I did not know all these facts about Bat Boy.
okay. Well, clearly this is all made up.
Yeah.
And Weekly World News is a tabloid / a bit of a satirical paper, and someone fully fabricated him. The writer animator Dick Culpa, who he like literally invented Bat Boy. He took a picture, I think, of a baby or a child and like did that to it. Like he was like an illustrator, so he like used
Yeah.
Photoshop or whatever to like stretch his face out, give him pointy teeth, give him pointy ears, like
Yeah.
oh, and he specifically references Spock,
Oh, yeah.
because he was like a huge Star Trek fan.
Of course.
So, yeah, this is totally fake. And there's a really good interview that he did with Vice that you could Google about the creator of Bat Boy. And then like I got most of these quote unquote facts from like a Ranker article. So it was just fun. But
I love
like
it.
when we talked about like doing something that scared us as a kid, I like couldn't think of anything that like legitimately scared me that was like not something that was from my head,
Yeah.
like a dream or whatever. So but this always I would like look at the newspapers in line at the grocery store and be like
Like you're like, I can't look at that.
yeah,
It's really creepy.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
It
I'm not
scares
gonna look
me.
at that.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God.
that's Bat Boy.
Well, I never knew all this.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting.
But what do you want to talk about? What scared you as a kid?
Well, do you guys remember the books Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Mm-hmm.
I have all 3 of them sitting here right now.
Oh!
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and Scary Stories to More Tales to Chill Your Bones.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't so much the stories that scared me, but the illustrations.
Yes.
Um,
Similar. We're both very visual. Like we're both like very visual when it comes to scary.
yeah. The illustrator Stephen Gamble, he just really. These drawings are just disturbing. Like the illustrations are very, very creepy, and they set the tone for the books and make the stories even scarier.
There's like a weird thing about them where they're like unfinished. They like kind of like
Yeah, they kind of like fade off.
yeah.
And like
It
I
looks
don't
like
know.
he drew it out of sand and then like lightly blowed on it, and it like
Yeah.
it like kind of dissipated and it like blends off into nowhere. It's scary.
It's very the whole all of the illustrations are creepy.
Yeah.
So there's one illustration in particular. It's on page 30 of the first book, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, like
Oh
the
my God.
original.
We'll post it to the social medias.
Yeah. And the story is called The Haunted House. And I'm going to read the story
Okay.
now.
Oh my God.
Because this illustration, I always had to like skip over it because it scared me so bad as a kid. And still to this day, I look at it and it's very uncomfortable to look at. It's creepy.
Oh my God. This just reminds me that we had records as a kid, and I would look through them to scare myself because we had the Jaws record. And if
Oh.
on the front, or maybe it was on the back. Yeah, on the back it's black and it's just the teeth of a shark, and somehow that always freaked me out.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to read the story.
the haunted house.
It's called The Haunted House.
Okay.
One time, a preacher went to see if he could put a haunt to rest at a house in his settlement. The house had been haunted for about 10 years. Several people had tried to stay there all night, but they always would get scared out by the haunt. So this preacher took his Bible and went to the house, went on in, built himself a good fire, and lit a lamp. He sat there reading the Bible. Then, just before midnight, he heard...
That's scary.
Yeah. Reading the Bible for that long, Jesus. Then, just before midnight, he heard something start up the cellar, walking back and forth, back and forth. Then it sounded like somebody was trying to scream and got choked off.
Ew.
Then there was a lot of thrashing around and struggling, and finally, everything got quiet.
That's people fucking. Whoa, this is a kid story.
Yeah.
JK.
The old preacher took up his Bible again, but before he could start reading, he heard footsteps coming up the cellar stairs. He sat watching the door to the cellar, and the footsteps kept coming closer and closer. He saw the doorknob turn, and when the door began to open, he jumped up and hollered, "What do you want?" The door shut back easy like, and there wasn't a sound. The preacher was trembling a little, but he finally opened the Bible and read a while. Stop reading the fucking Bible and get
Why
out of
is
there.
he like, what do you want?
Yeah.
That seems rude if he's like a preacher. You
Yeah.
need to have a better like bedside manner than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Like, who goes there?
Yeah, excuse me, is anyone there? It's like,
Yeah.
what do you want? I'm reading the goddamn Bible. Get the fuck out of here.
Then he got up and laid the book on the chair and went to mending the fire.
Mm.
Then the haunt started walking again, and step, step, step up the cellar stairs. The old preacher sat watching the doors, saw the doorknob turn and the door open. It looked like a young woman. He backed up and said, "Who are you? What do you want?" The haunt sort of swayed, like she didn't know what to do. Then she just faded out. The old preacher waited, and when he didn't hear any more noises, he went over and shut the door. He was sweating and trembling all over, but he was a brave man and he thought he'd be able to see it through. So he turned his chair to where he could watch, and he sat down and waited. It wasn't long before he heard the haunt again start up the stairs slowly. Step, 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 closer and closer, step, step, and it was right at the door. The preacher stood up and held his Bible out before him. Then the knob slowly turned and the door opened wide. This time the preacher spoke quiet-like. He said, "In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost, who are you and what do you want?" The haunt came right across the room straight to him and took hold of his coat. It was a young woman about 20 years old. Her hair was torn and tangled, and the flesh was dropping off her face so he could see the bones and part of her teeth.
Ew.
She had no eyeballs, but there was sort of a blue light way back in her eye sockets, and she had no nose to her face. Then she started talking.
Oh my
It
God.
sounded like her voice was coming and going with the wind blowing it. She told her how her lover had killed her for her money and buried her in the cellar. She said if the preacher would dig up her bones and bury her properly, she could rest. Then she told him to take the end joint of the little finger from her left hand and lay it in the collection plate at the next church meeting.
Ew, gross.
And he'd find out who had murdered her.
Oh, that is rude. Also, is she related to Tycho Brahe?
Psh,
No nose.
no nose. And she said, "If you come back here once more after that, you'll hear my voice at midnight, and I'll tell you where my money is hid, and you can give it to the church." The haunt sobbed like she was tired, and she sunk down toward the floor and was gone. Girl, me too.
Dude, this is like a sad story about a lady who was like a victim of
Domestic violence.
domestic violence.
Yeah. Well, the preacher found her bones and buried them in the graveyard. The next Sunday, the preacher put the finger bone in the collection plate, and when a certain man happened to touch it, it stuck to his hand. The man jumped up and rubbed and scraped and tore out the bone, trying to get it off. Then he went to screaming like he was going crazy. Well, he confessed to the murder, and they took him on to jail. After the man was hung,
Oh, God.
the preacher went back to that house one midnight, and the haunt's voice told him to dig under the hearth rock. He did, and he found a big sack of money, and where that haunt had held onto his coat, the print of those bony fingers was burned right into the cloth. It never did come out. The end.
I wonder what he did with the money.
Yeah, he said he was going to give it to the
That
church.
asshole did not give it to the
Yeah.
church. Okay, he had a bad temper.
He had to buy a new fucking coat.
He had to buy. Oh yeah, he was like, I'm getting a fur coat. First of all, he probably became one of those like fucking woke preachers and like his $600 Nikes
Yeah.
and like he was wearing like
He's a preacher for Hillsong now.
yeah, he's like wearing Versace t-shirts and shit that cost like $200.
Oh my god.
What a dick.
Yeah. So yeah, that was one of my favorite stories.
That was scary, but not
But
for
I-
the reasons they think it is.
I didn't remember all the church stuff
Yeah.
from when I was a kid because I was too fixated on the fucking, illustration that scared the shit out of me.
That is like a weird theme in a lot of scary stories.
Yeah.
There is like a churchy vibe to a lot of stuff.
Well, because like I think for a lot of people, their upbringing of probably like going to church and stuff and learning about demons and fucking hell and stuff like that, that informs what scares them later on in life.
Oh, yes. Also, it could be that like that layer is meant to make you feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this is the part where you're supposed to feel comforted, like nothing bad's gonna happen,
Right,
because
right.
like here's this religious man who's like protected by God allegedly, because he's a
Sure.
preacher, blah blah blah, and then so then you're like off. It's like off-putting, or it's like the juxtaposition.
Yeah.
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 Wild.
This is good and this is bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. This is the most good.
Yeah.
And then this is
Okay. Should I read another story, or would you like to wrap this up? And
I want my treat, I think.
okay. I have a little treat for you.
Oh my God.
If you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's for everybody, truly.
Oh my God. It's a Halloween poem?
Yes, it is.
Oh my
Here we go.
God. Okay, I can't wait.
Happy Halloween, you spooky bitches. If we'd been born in the 1500s, we would have all been hung as witches. And you know what, ho? They would have been right for show. I would have hexed Abigail for not washing up after a shit. She gave everyone diarrhea, not me, you fucking nitwits. This is the most wonderful time of the year, filled with creepy crawlies, ghost sex, and pumpkin spice flavored beers. Gross.
Rude.
We love a good scary story around the fire. Don't forget the weed. It's more fun when you get higher. Just no edibles, s'il vous plaît. I'm not out here trying to die on the toilet like Elvis, okay? May your All Hallows Eve be cozy and warm. Just make sure you throw away all that trash ass candy corn.
Oh, bitch, do not come after my candy corn.
Trash. Have fun and stay spooky. And remember, wash your hands after every poopy. I don't want to have to hex your ass, so please have some class. Be excellent to yourselves and others too, or else you'll be haunted. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, bitch. I feel like that was an incantation. I feel like you say you aren't going to hex anyone, but you just like put that out there. Like you better be good to everybody. Yourself first and everybody else.
I mean, karma's a bitch.
Yeah. But you did not need to come after candy corn like that.
I will. Every single time.
You're entitled to your opinion, but it's trash.
I'm sorry. Hunks of carnauba wax, like flavored with fucking powdered sugar somehow. Like, how is it simultaneously waxy and dry at the same time? And also, it's in the ugliest colors.
No, it's not. They're harvest colors and they're festive. Well, you're wearing a yellow dress right now.
It's not,
you just don't like orange.
It's not candy corn color.
Isn't that candy corn color?
Candy corn color. Yeah, orange is not a good color for me in my skin tone. Oh. My olivey skin tone does not.
Orange doesn't look great on most people, I have to say.
to be fair.
Unless it's like a burnt, like it can't be like orangey orange. Like Halloween orange, no.
Yeah.
Earthy orange, yes.
I can do
fall.
I can do earthy orange.
Yeah. Wow, that was a treat. Not a trick.
No tricks.
No.
No tricks for this trick.
Just treats.
Just treats for everybody. We love you guys so much.
Oh my gosh.
You deserve all the treats. I hope you don't get diabetes from all the candy.
Yeah.
Like, just maybe eat some kale also. Or not. I don't. Just you don't want to get constipated after all those Snickers.
Yeah. No.
It's rough.
Maybe eat a Snickers, then eat a prune. Like you gotta like
like when you're drinking a lot, you drink a glass of water in between your drinks. Yeah. Keep it flowing.
Oh my God. Happy early birthday to Erin. I can't wait to talk about her birthday on the next episode. Woo. We're gonna have a lot of fun this weekend. So.
Yes. I hope you guys enjoy all your things. Send us pics of your costumes.
Oh, that's fun.
If you're dressing up for Halloween, if you're dressing your kids up for Halloween, post that shit to all of our social medias at DTFU Podcast. It's so fun. I love a good costume. I still don't know what I'm going to do for Jack, but
send us like the most fucked up costumes you've seen. Not like actually fucked up. Like I'm not talking about like people in blackface or whatever. No. Because we know those awful people exist.
We don't want to give them any more of a.
No, but I'm talking like fun fucked up costumes that you see out in the wild, and where you're like, that's a good costume.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love it. Thanks again for listening, and you know what? be excellent to yourselves,
And each other too.
or else I'm gonna hex you.
Woo!
Boo.
Boo bye.
Boo bye.